Hello, Crystal Hutchins here in Alaska. I'm taking you on a walk. Taking you on a very easy hike because I decided one of the things I want to do is show people the importance of getting outside in nature and getting exercise. Even when it's cold outside and you don't want to leave where you're hibernating at, which I have been doing for so long that I forget how important it is to do this, because one of the main elements of our health is the lymphatic system, and if you don't move, your lymphatic system stagnates, and then you can't get rid of toxins. I have to switch sides. So today we're at DeLong Lake. This would be what I would call a beginner hike for someone who hardly exercises at all. There's really nothing much to this trail. There's no serious uphills. This is about as uphill as we're gonna go. Just a little step. Easier than a staircase. And then you just have to watch out for tree roots. So we'll start with DeLong Lake here. It's very beautiful. In the summertime, it's a great place to come and see the baby fishies at the edge of the water. And I often run into moose here. Moose are very docile when your aura is clean. For me, being a vegan, moose are never frightened of me. And I've been on trails, especially this one, and a couple others I'll take you to, where they'll just be sitting down and they won't even bother to get up when they see me. They just look at me. I've even been in between a mom and her baby, which they classically tell you is a big no-no because it makes mom nervous and she might charge you. But I was between mom and her baby, and mom looked up from eating, she looked me up and down, and then she went back to eating. And I was closer to her baby than I was to her, so that's just something interesting about having a clean system. So this walk isn't too long, and there's no real, like I said, there's no uphills, no downhills. It's pretty straightforward. But we got the lake out here all the way along. It's frozen right now, clearly. But I would say this is definitely a good little starting hike. I haven't hiked a lot. This would used to be something very easy for me, but I've been hibernating myself for a few months. It's been pretty cold, and also I've been busy with other things, so I'm getting more of a workout than I normally would. But definitely next time I'll take you on a more adventurous hike. But if you're looking for somewhere to just get out and about, lots of squirrels live here. I do see eagles frequently. I find chaga here a lot, even though I've harvested out a lot of it, and so have other people. Chaga grows on the birch trees, and this little wood is mostly birch, as you can see. walk all the way around, which it's a little ways before I get there. It's just a loop. The trail loops all the way back around, but sometimes it's flooded. And over where it's flooded is kind of cool too, because sometimes you'll get to see like tadpoles and waterfowl and whatnot. It's about mid-March, and we seem to be looking at a pretty early spring. Usually we can count on the snow being gone by end of April, but it's pretty much mostly melted out already. And then just, 20 degrees warmer and everything will start growing again. Then we have this long stretch along the fence, which is, I believe, airport property. The ground is still very frozen. I think it's about 30 degrees today. It's a nice little pasture over there where moose hang out sometimes too. It's right on the edge of a neighborhood. I don't know if you can see those houses through the fence. Bikers come through here. Little big fat bike tire trails. Here's the sneak way you can get in over there if you want. I have before. Hunting shoga. So, this is what's on my mind lately, is getting back out into nature and also getting back into filming the healing hypnosis work that I do. So hopefully I'll be doing that next week. Someday, I'm sure to find a TV producer who values the merit of my concept, a healing retreat in Alaska. Obviously, this isn't the most exciting time to come to Alaska. Spring and summer is, which is when I would be planning my retreat. Probably be putting that out there soon if I can get a commitment and a down payment from 5 to 10 people. I'll be setting up our first retreat this summer. So feel free to comment if you're interested or ask more questions about it. And if you are on my page, just go to the front page. You can scroll down and see lots of different videos about what the healing retreats will be like. And I'll be producing more to update you even further. Wow, I'm out of shape. That's sad. But I'm getting back in shape. That's good. Just over this little hill is where the pond, or basically the overflow of the marsh, is. And since it's winter, it'll probably be frozen. And you'll see this whole hike Only took us a little more than a mile, and a mile is a very good place to start. And I'll show you the frozen over marsh, because we're almost there. So here's basically the edge of the marsh. You can see some dogs have been out hiking too. But where it's frozen right here, this is where our trail gets overflown. And if you don't wear some snazzy rain boots or some water protecting, you won't want to come through here. Then what happens is I'll end up going back up through the woods, and this whole area is a marshland. This is the most water right here that's covered with snow. We see lots of kind of ducks and water birds out here, and water skippers and whatnot. And then we just looped right back around to the trail that we started on. I came down this way and turned here, and then we looped all the way around to here. And now we're headed back to the front side of the lake. All up in here is good hiking too, if you want to get a little more increase on your aerobic. There's hills. And then over here, in the summertime, is where we see those little water guys, the beavers and such. See, the moose have been through here. Tons and tons of dragonflies. This is always a fun little place to come over when it's not frozen. You'll see baby fish and baby dragonflies. And people put wood and stuff out so you can walk out further. People actually go ice fishing on this lake. You can see there's a couple over there walking their dog. They light little fires. I don't know, I'm not that brave. Not that brave to go walk out in the middle of a lake. I'll walk around the edge. These ice formations are actually really pretty. And over here, on the edgy edge, when this is water instead of ice, is where you find all the baby trout hanging by the side. And then later on in the season, you'll see the bigger trout hanging out here. We got this fancy little bridge to walk out on. People actually fish here in the summer. And of course it's surrounded by houses. Here's some leftover fishing holes people have made. fastest along lake and about the most exercise you'll get is walking back up this little hill to the parking lot. Thanks for coming with me on this walk. Stay tuned for more hikes in Alaska. Ciao!